Genius is a really fascinating word, but it's also a great idea in terms of how does it apply to business. And I guess if you look back through history, we have many geniuses who've pulled civilization forward over time. Michelangelo and his wonderful thoughts and art. Einstein, Picasso, people like that. Or more contemporary, people like, I don't know, Madonna or Tiger Woods. They've moved things forward by doing things differently, reinventing things, challenging the rules, doing things differently. But I guess in business, we ask ourselves, what does it mean to be genius? It sounds a bit difficult, a bit pretentious in some ways, but it can be you. You can be a genius. It's nothing to be afraid of. And really what I mean by genius is somebody who can actually think in different ways. Some people who can see things differently from the normal, and then as a result of seeing things differently, can think different things. And that's more important than ever in business today, because we have such fast-changing markets. We have competitors who come in from every corner of the earth. We have customers whose expectations are constantly rising all of the time. We have shareholders who are always demanding more. So all of these challenges require you to think differently, require you to think more boldly, and require you to do quite innovative things as a result. And if you look through all of those people, it's about left and right brain thinking, the ability to think in analytical and strategic and logical ways, but also at the same time, the right brain to think in more intuitive and imaginative and connected ways. So how can you do both? Because in business today, we're obsessed with spreadsheets and numbers and metrics and business cases and cash flow analysis and all those kind of things, which sound good, but actually don't get you anywhere unless you have a good idea in the first place. So that's why you need the ideas, that's why you need the intuition, and that's why you need the imagination. So how can you connect your left brain and your right brain together? Secondly, how can you connect future thinking, future back thinking, with now forward thinking? So how can you leap forward to see where is the world going? How are things going to change? But then how can you connect that to make it practical by connecting it to the challenges and the motivations and the needs of people today? How can you connect the customer's world, outside in thinking, where they're more powerful and more demanding and want things where, when and how they want it rather than how you want it? So how do you connect outside in with inside out thinking? And then how, as a manager in the company, can you connect all these good ideas with the action, radical ideas with practical action? And I look across the world and I look at some of my favorite brands. I look at people like Nike, I look at people like Apple, I look at people like Shanghai Tang, I look at people like Red Bull, and I think about, well, what makes each of these brands special? It's because they connect ideas unusually together. And as a result of the connections, they can do extraordinary things. So when you think about genius, and when I've been thinking about genius in my books, business genius, marketing genius, customer genius, and creative genius, then what I've been thinking about the fusions, the ability to think differently and to bring the different aspects of business together. Left and right brain, future back, now forward, inside out, outside in, radical ideas and practical action. And if you can make those fusions, then you can do extraordinary things. So I encourage you in your business to be a genius, be bold, be brave, and be brilliant at the same time.